So this is me at the Atlanta airport. I flew from Atlanta to Paris, Paris to Dubai. I had a crazy beginning to my trip, which I will do a story time about later. But this is just me getting situated on the plane, and it was actually a great ride to both places. So I just want to say the time zone change was crazy. When I left Atlanta, it was 8 o'clock at night. When I got to Paris, it was like 6 in the morning. And yes, I don't care. I still ate sushi. When I got to Dubai, it was like 10:30 at night. So that's what y'all are seeing now, that when I was flying, it was like daytime. I fell asleep and I woke up and it was nighttime. So this is me. I met up with my uncle at the airport, sorry. And then we are heading to our hotel in Dubai. The point of me going to Dubai was to just meet up with my dad. He works overseas. Our hotel actually had a rooftop bar/club, so that's where we were. We had a couple drinks and talked a little bit. She could enjoy the views of our hotel, which was absolutely beautiful. So I muted these videos because at this point, my uncle was pretty drunk. We were both really excited to be in Dubai. But in these videos, he was explaining to his social media that I'm his niece because apparently a lot of people thought that I was his girlfriend. And there's a lot of cussing, so I muted the videos. But we were just taking in the views and just enjoying the fact that we were in Dubai. This is crazy.
Here's my niece over in the corner.
Wonder where they going so early.
Somewhere.
See, my mom said the same thing.
What?
That it looks like sour cream. That's like the one off the list. What do you mean what's wrong?
So I have here food, so take a look. So don't dare to put your fingers in the water, okay? Because these fish, they are aggressive.
Show like why y'all taking photos?
So we went to the aquarium that's in the mall, and we actually spent the whole day in the Dubai mall, and we still didn't get through the whole thing. But we were there buying outfits to go out later in the night, which you see here. We're now out at the club.
Yeah, we can't yeah, I miss you, but I got no time for that. How could you? We should never play me, had no time for that. Damn, what? Got no time for that. How could you? Do me like a bitch, I ain't got it now. Go, what? Leave me alone. So they all get this in the pussy. Yeah, I'm the boss of the belly.
So my dad does IT work overseas. At the time of this trip, he was in Afghanistan. Now he lives in Bahrain. But that's who all the other guys were. They are guys that do the same kind of work as my dad, and they, go to Dubai to blow off some steam when they have vacation. What I was saying in these videos also had a lot of cussing, but we partied till the sun come up, and it was 88 degrees when we got outside. And then this is us headed to the safari the next day. And what do you know? My uncle is sleeping again, just like he was in the club. The man said, "You were sleeping." Our tour guide put all of the head wraps on for us, and we actually got to keep them, so I still have mine.
How's the color of sand?
And your flight's out tomorrow?
Sadly, I don't remember what kind of grape juice this was, but it really doesn't even matter. It's the best grape juice I've ever had in my life, and I want to go back to Dubai just so I can drink it again. This safari tour included a falcon show, which I hated because I'm afraid of birds, but I did attend it, but I was not super happy about the falcon show.
oysters and the grilled oyster will be there, okay? My colleague will tell you much about that later. Please join the bread maker. This bread is called rogag. Rogag means in Arabic thin and crunchy. It's only with flour, salt and water. It's cooked one side like. Okay, so our table is here.
This one's a fish.
What do you think? It's made of what? And follow me, I will show you where it's camera. Just choose your own seat and follow me.
Just like you saw in the videos, after the safari, they take you over to this eating area and they serve you a nice big feast. You also have the opportunity to ride camels. I also tasted camel milk as well as camel meat. This was a truffle, and we also had lentil soup, which I didn't even know was a thing until I had it in Dubai, and it was pretty good.
I think you might want to take that too.
No, honestly, what it is So right after the safari, my uncle had to come back to the hotel and pack his things and head back home. My dad and I went out again. This place is called Toy Box. Whenever they brought you drinks or bottles, they had like these big heads, which I thought was kind of weird, but I don't know. See, there's Beyonce. They had like Rihanna, Eminem. But anyways, yeah, me and my father came here, just me and him. My uncle went home. And then the next day, which you'll see, me and my dad are going to head over to Bahrain to visit my uncle who was already in Bahrain. Another significant thing about this night is I tasted Dom Perignon for the first time. One of the guys ordered it like, oh, let's celebrate your last night in Dubai. And I thought it was absolutely disgusting, but you know, it was all about the experience. Also, at the end of this night, I got to ride in a Ferrari for the first time. So that was fun too, but you'll see that later in the video. Also, I'm talking over this portion because it has a lot of music in the background and I don't want to get hit with the copyrights. But it was a super fun night. Like, Dubai is so lit. I definitely underestimated how lit and modern it is. I ain't got time for this. I'm about to ride in that. I'm too excited. I'm light skinned.
Cape Town too.
My snap? You thought you were gonna come after me? So this is the next day. We had breakfast at the hotel, and then we headed over to the airport and took our flight to Bahrain. The flight from Dubai to Bahrain is only about an hour flight. So of course we headed there, and then my uncle picked us up from the airport. Bahrain is beautiful as well. My uncle ended up taking us to the Tree of Life, and we also spent a little bit of time at the mosque, and we stayed at his very beautiful home and grilled out, and I had the best lamb kofna burger that I've ever had in my life, but you'll see some of that footage coming up here. I'm taking a video. Got my New Orleans vlog if you haven't already because I went to the Tree of Life there as well. There's also one in South Carolina that I'm going to try to go to. Anyways, now we're headed to the mall. So there we are. For some weird reason, these escalators didn't have the actual steps. It was just a flat surface. And we had some good food there. And then we headed over to the mosque.
Actually, it is a traditional idea, yes, because it's but now, but still I harm my neighbor. I kill people. All these things, my head covered.
In the back here. That's all.
Just in case y'all are wondering, I'm in Bahrain because my uncle, my dad's brother, he lives here. So this is my room at his house. Excuse my clothes being all over the place. This is just his guest room. And I'm actually, it's hot as fuck, so I'm about to go get in his private pool. See my dad. There's a lot of steps. Him and my dad are drinking already.
I'm trying to get a bun before I
So I do, yeah. It takes a little, you got a little more. It wasn't as, I didn't Indonesia. I haven't been in India. I did Indonesia and Thailand.
My uncle, my dad, and my cousin thought this would be a good time to shoot some hoops, so I was just kind of sitting on the sideline. After that, we head over to a fast food place that's kind of similar to McDonald's. You'll see when we get there. And then me and my dad head back to Dubai, and I actually head back to the States. I didn't get a chance to get in the water, but it's so beautiful and blue and clear over there. And the next time I go, I'm definitely going to make sure I get to the water.
That's what the table is. They love Jasmine's too. You go to Foxland, all of them Jasmine's.
Thanks for recording me.
You look so cute.
When they start fighting, yeah. Like MMA mixed with rugby or football.
Wait, that's one.
So pretty much we had a maintenance delay when we were trying to get to Dubai. We were delayed for about an hour, and I'm in the airline industry, so I'm used to this. But We were delayed for about an hour. We still made it to Dubai, and then I went on to the States, and my dad went back to Dubai. So the vlog ends here. Pretty much I flew from Dubai back to Paris and then Paris back to Atlanta. I had a great time in Dubai. This was in 2019. I haven't been able to go back, but I'm hoping to go back again. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this.